Come here, little baby. Let's introduce ourselves. Yeah. Okay. Hi, I'm Elena. This is Brooklyn. We are YouTube Pilates. We're gonna do a spine corrector or a small barrel workout today. I want you to get your barrel. If you need a mat, get a mat. We're definitely gonna be laying on the ground at some point. So whatever is comfortable for you, and we'll get started. You can always adjust yourself when it comes to the spine corrector, either forward or back to scoot one direction or the other, and it's or up or down is another way to think about it. And it's gonna make your back feel a little bit more okay with the position. So I will usually cue you when that is the case, but take your time because this is a lot to find extension of the spine. We usually don't live in that space that much. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna stand up and we're gonna face our barrel. I call this a barrel, and this is the step, barrel, step. So you're gonna be facing it. We're about a foot away. I want you to just ground yourself. Close your eyes for a second. Toes and knees are forward. Take a big inhale in through your nose. Fill up your lungs at every single angle you can imagine. Fill them up more, fill them up more, fill them up more. On your exhale, you exhale out of the mouth. It happens naturally. And then at the end, force some more air out, force more air out, force more air out. Feel how that contracts your abdominal wall. That is your exhale. Give me a big breath in through your nose. And then an exhale, blow everything out of your mouth. Let's open our eyes, reach your arms out to the side. Big inhale through your nose. On your exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, run and roll down bone by bone. Your arms screw down naturally with you. Let's do a full roll down. Roll all the way down. However down your down can be. Give me a big inhale in the bottom. On the exhale, slide by the knees. Exhale, round and roll up. Give away all your woes to that train. Put it on the train. It'll take it wherever it's going. It's not yours. It doesn't serve you. Let's reach our arms out to the side. Big inhale. On the exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Round and roll down bone by bone, slowly peeling off one spine bone at a time. Let your arms dangle. Try to feel even from the left and right side of your body. Never forget your Pilates breath. Big inhale in through your nose. You fill up your lungs at every angle you can imagine. On your exhale, slide bend in the knees. Exhale, slowly roll up. Never stop the exhale. Keep it fluid. We're going to change our life up just a little bit more. Let's turn around. Turn around in space. Back up towards your barrel. I want you to inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, round and roll down bone by bone. All the way down. Dangle those arms. And once you're there, I want you to bend your knees, find your bum on the top of that barrel. We're gonna slide ourselves down and find ourselves on the ground. Our back is gonna be up against a barrel. Now, all of our barrels are a little bit different as far as how high or low they are, how big of an arch they create. So just find it where it works for you. I want your shoulder blades, so those angel wings of ours, to be on that barrel. Scoot away where that works for you. Once you're here, reach your arms forward, reach them up in space. And then bring those arms down. Good. Reach them up in space. And then down. Toes and knees are forward. Feet are nice and flat. Inhale, reach these arms up. Keep it. Let's drop one arm down. And then let's switch. It's a scissor. Keep your shoulders balanced from left and right. Yes. We're going to change things up a bit. Reach both arms up to the ceiling. Big arm circles any direction you want to take. Nice comfortable breath wherever you want to take it. Nice calm nervous system. I know we're working the neck, holding it right now. We're about to let it go, reverse it. Enjoy where we're at. Find evenness on your feet with them planted on the ground. Very good. Okay, scoot your bum back towards the barrel. From here, I want you to drape yourself back onto the barrel. And then once you're there, if this is too much for your neck, you can always scoot your butt away so it's a more even, a better curve for you. So once you're in your home position, reach your arms up to the ceiling and then back in space. Bring one arm down towards your hip. Let's scissor here. Find an exhale when that full scissor happens. So then switch. Here's our exhale, exhaling on our flexibility or the work. And that exhale, keep your shoulders even, a lot of flexibility to ask, but guess what, these arms, they do all kinds of things. And we need them open and ready. One more. Bring both arms up over the head. Find big arm circles, nice and controlled. Now our nervous system knows no different than whatever we are perceiving, which sometimes this is a lot because we're really tight here. Especially just how our habits are in society, driving, computers, phones. So open this up, take your time, and then try to perceive it being nice and calm. Reverse your circles. Nice and calm. And you'll notice there's a point in the movement pattern. It might feel a little skippy, like you go fast, or it's jumpy. I want you to go even slower during that point of your range of motion, to let those nervous fibers in that area, that everything's okay out here. It doesn't need to be jumpy. Bring your hands down by your side. Good, let's interlace our hands back behind our head, thumbs trace down our side neck. Once you have that, let's lift our head, and then exhale, crunch up, keep your low back nice and stable, or on the barrel if you're there, depending on if you had to scoot away or not. Go back all the way. Let's let this be an inhale. Let's let this be an exhale. So we're crunching up a good amount. No pinching, no pain. And I want you to try to find the balance as you peel your spine up off the barrel between the left and right side. And you're not clumping these vertebrae together when they come up. They all get their moment to shine. And then think about that jumpy tissue. Let's try to get that cool and steady. Elbows are in our side view or peripheral view. Yes. And then come back all the way. Very good. Let's crunch up. Let's crunch up higher, reach your arms forward, crunch up all the way, sit up nice and tall. Let's open our legs, scoot your bum back to the barrel, and then our legs are wider than if we had a mat, Our arms are gonna be open out to a T, palms are down. Let's twist to one side, and then let's try to saw off that ankle. Turn that pinky down, the arm that's up to the ceiling, that pinky is up. We're sawing 3 times and going further each pass. Let's inhale, come up, and then you twist to the other side. It's an exhale as you go. 1, look at the back hand. 2, lift that arm up even higher. 3, you inhale, come up, and then you twist to the other side. Find your exhale. So the back hand, that arm reaches, that pinky is high. We are doing 3 little, I'm not gonna call them pulses, range of motion checks where you go further each time. Come up, and notice when you come up, you try to stay in that rotation, and then you twist it. It's an exhale, and an exhale, stay in the rotation, twist. Last pass on each side, come up, and then twist. Exhale, 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 come up and go to the middle. Very good. Let's bring our legs together. Let's turn around on our hands and our knees. Our hands are gonna find the top of the barrel, the very top of the barrel. From here, tuck your toes. Your legs are hip width apart. I want you to hover your knees, that's where that came from, and then lower down. Now, I know it's a lot to ask, especially on our wrist. If, depending on our barrel, you can turn your hands to the side where your fingers hang off the side, and it's a little bit straighter in your wrist bed. You could also come up to your knuckles and do that as well, so you have a nice long wrist. Whatever you want to do, we're not gonna be here long. We're just hovering. So I'm trying to get our 3 ab beds to just grind in and pull in together. So just that nice unison squeeze of the core is a good way to think about it. Now, let's straighten up or come up all the way into a pike position. Fold in half, make sure your barrel is nice and stable wherever it is in space. Now from here, let's lean forward, shift forward, try to find your plank. And then let's pike it up. So our pike to plank, we find it on a mat, we find it in most apparatuses in the Pilates studio. Let's find it here on the barrel. So you're shifting and shifting, really hinging at the hips, eyes on the thighs. In our society, our heads really like to do different things. Our eyes really like to lead us, of course. So notice when you're doing this, are your eyes on the thighs whenever you go into that pike? Can you tuck into that full flexion? We're gonna hold it into our plank and you're gonna keep it in your plank. From here, you're gonna lift a leg up. Let's point both feet. Let's flex both feet. Let's bring this leg down. Let's lift the other leg up in space. Point both, flex both. Lower that leg down. Lift, point both, flex both. Drop it down. We lift, point both, flex both. We lower, lift. You point, you flex, you drop one more. You lift, you point, you flex, and you drop down. Now pike it up. Now I want your toes and knees forward. You have a good view of them. And think about, you have a little bit more energy traveling out of the second toe, or that second metatarsal. Metatarsals are our balls of our feet. We're gonna play with this alignment just a little bit more, but I want you to think about that, especially when we're gonna go back to what we were just working on. So go into that plank, lift a leg up in space, point both, travel through that second metatarsal, second toe. Flex both, travel through second, and then drop it. Lift, point it, you're gonna stay, travel through second. Flex, travel through second, then drop. Couple more, lift, nice and slow, point, travel through second. So flex, and drop, lift. Now think neutral in both legs. Those hips are even from left and right. And so is your shoulder. One more on each side. You lift. Don't let that leg rotate. Point both. Second. Flex both. Travel through it. And then drop. Let that ankle follow through that. Notice if your ankle changes. Don't let it. Point. Flex. And drop. Very good. Pike it back. Oh yeah, and then you come back down to a plank. I want you to twist to a side, find a side plank, open yourself out in glory, and then find yourself back down to the plank. Let's do that again. Exhale, rotate to the opposite direction. Inhale, find your plank. Exhale, rotate. Let's look at the top hand. Let's make it dynamic, and then come down. As you rotate, you look at the top hand, come down. Our back neck muscles that are connected to the base of our head, our occipitals, are tied into our eyes. So when I say dynamic, it's usually how we traditionally move anyway. We're gonna look where we're gonna go, and then we can get that full rotation happen to the true connection spot. One more, and rotate. Come down. Walk your feet in. I want you to bend your knees slightly, run and roll it bone by bone. Very good. You're gonna walk to the other edge of your barrel. You're gonna have your back towards it. Your feet are on the edge of the step. Reach your arms forward. Let's do I Dream a Genie arms. Let's cross one ankle over the other, and then slowly bend yourself down and find the step. If you need to use your hands, feel free. Just try to find this element of control. Once your bum is on the step, I want you to scoot all the way to the edge of the step, and your feet are gonna be nice and flat. Toes and knees are forward. In this position, try to have these ankles right underneath these knees. Reach your arms forward, round our spine into a C-spine. The shoulders stay over the hips, curl into a deep flexion, let the neck travel with it. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Find yourself get tall from the crown of the head. Exhale, we round into a flexion again, as if somebody's punching us in our tummy and we're like, and we're gonna curl back like a video game. Mortal Kombat. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. You ready again? Mortal Kombat. Go into that nice flexion. Get deeper. Exhale more, exhale more, exhale more. Feel the more you exhale, the more those abs can pull deep into the spine. We got one more deep flexion. Round more. How are the toes, the knees? Good. Are they rotated? Hopefully not. Try to keep them neutral. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Very good. Let's flex our feet. Let's reach those legs out long. And then I want your feet to be hip width apart. Let's have our hands on top of each other, alligator hands. Sit up nice and tall, like you're up against an imaginary wall. Keep that in mind. Take your chin down, peel your head off the wall, peel your shoulders off the wall, peel the middle back off the wall, peel the lower back off the wall, but keep the pelvis on it. So it's not a hamstring stretch. Keep that pelvis on that imaginary wall, and then inhale, sit up nice and tall. It's called a spine stretch. Feel how deep it can get. Inhale, tuck your chin down, take the shoulders off, take the upper back off, take the middle back off, take the low back off, yet keep that pelvis there. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, bone by bone. Stack your spine up like a river rock. Let's do one more like this. Tuck your chin to your chest. It's an exhale. Pilates is the rhythm of our breath and a nice calm nervous system. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. I'm really liking the work here. Switch to the alligator, other hand on top. Pull the shoulders back in space, get tall. Now let's talk about our ribs just for a second, okay? I know I'm working these arms, it's a point. I want your ribs to be right over your pelvis. Don't flare your ribs one way, don't flare them the other way, just like a lampshade, right over the pelvis. The pelvis is a bowl, okay? A bowl of soup. It doesn't dump forward, doesn't dump back. You feel? Okay, feet are flexed, they're up against a wall. Toes are nice and long, they're not flexed back too much. Yeah? Yeah? I know, we're working. Inhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Exhale, slowly peel your back off the wall. Same thing we were doing. Good, keep the pelvis on it though. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Yes. Exhale, reach long throughout those fingers. Slowly peeling your back off that imaginary wall. Inhale as you slowly come up, reaching long throughout the fingers. Keeping your shoulders peeled onto the spine. We have one more pass. We inhale, tuck our chin to our chest, exhale, or excuse me, roll down. It's an exhale, that's it. Inhale, you sit up nice and tall, stack your spine up. Yes, bring your arms down, very good. I want you to sit back into your step. Your back is gonna be up against the barrel. And you're gonna slowly bring yourself back. I want your low back to be on, mid back is kind of on the barrel depending on your barrel. Actually, let's scoot our bum to the edge of the step. Let's ease our way into this. Our butt is on the edge of this step, and then now your mid back, we'll say thoracic, bra line if you had one, is on that step. Interlace your fingers back behind your head, neck, thumbs trace the neck, drop your head back. If this is too much for you, you can scoot down more. Elbows in your side view. Let's come up into a nice flat back crunch, so eyes straight to the ceiling, and then lower back down, okay? I know it doesn't feel like a flat back crunch, but I'm working just this upper part of your abs before we have to get into the full-on flexion or curling out of this intense extension position. I stay up to the ceiling. I want you to keep your elbows in your side view, and you're crunching up just a bit, keeping your back still on the barrel. Inhale, lower down. Try to find yourself even throughout your spine. Now hold this here, tuck your chin to your chest, reach your arms over your legs, and then crunch up just a bit higher, crunch up just a bit higher, crunch up just a bit higher. Now hold it. One leg in tabletop, nice 90 in the knee. Other leg in tabletop, nice 90 in the knee. Oh yeah, both hands on one knee, extend the other leg out. It's a pull, pull, and a switch. It's an exhale, exhale, switch. Now I want your outside hand on your ankle, inside hand on the knee. It's an exhale, exhale, switch. Now think about the alignment of the leg. From where the leg comes out of your hip, your knee, ankle, and second toe is all in that straight line. When you can pull this leg into your hip socket, try to find that alignment there. I know it's tight, but it's stemming from there. So really take advantage of the moment. Exhale, exhale, last pass. Exhale, exhale, pull both knees in, reach your legs out, and then reach your arms up and over your head. Hold this position. You circle the arms, then you pull in the knees. It's an exhale. Inhale, open yourself up nice and big. Circle the arms, then pull in the knees. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms and legs. Circle the arms, pull in the knees. Inhale, open yourself. Circle. Inhale. Circle. 2. Last pass. You're gonna pull it in, keep it in, interlace your hands back behind your head, thumbs traced down the side neck. Opposite elbow to a knee, extend that other leg. Find your crisscross. You come up higher in the middle and then you switch to the other side. Come up a little higher when you go to the middle and then you switch. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Keep this going. Now, as you do this nice and calm and controlled, I want you to try to stay even with your pelvis on the barrel. So not letting it shift too much, finding that element of control. If it was under a motion detector, how stable can we keep the pelvis? How dynamic can we keep our eyes to that back elbow in our rotations? Good, let that rotation travel all the way up the spine. 2 more passes. Last one. Pull it in, keep it in. We're not done. Reach the legs up to the ceiling. Point the ankles as you lower the legs. Let's flex the feet and then exhale, come up. Let's keep the legs flexed as you lower down this time. Point the ankles, come up. Keep them pointed, inhale, lower. Flex, exhale, come up. Keep them flexed, inhale, drop. Point, exhale, up. We got 1 more pass. Keep them pointed, lower down. Flex and come up with grace. Very good. Bend your knees in. I want your hands on top of the knees. Pull the legs in. Drop your head back. Calm nervous system. If this is a lot for you, scoot down. Don't let your ego get to you here. I want you to honor your body and where it's at, especially your nervous system. Now, release one leg, release the other. We're going to take our time and scoot our bomb back towards the barrel. If this is too much for where we're going, you can always meet us back into the same position that we're in right now. And it'll be a little easier. All right, so you're all the way back. Your feet are flat, your knees are in alignment. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Let's scissor our arms. We've already done this before. One's low, one's high. We switch it up. It's an inhale on our switch. Exhale as you switch it all, or scissor it. Inhale, come to the top. Exhale as you scissor it. Now, motion detector on our shoulders or that chest and upper back. How stable can we make that as we let these arms work in their sockets? I know other fibers are grabbing and picking up in that upper core because that's what they do. But here, we can work on that flexibility, that balance, and trying to find a nice calm nervous system, of course. Now reach both arms up and over the head. Let's find circles here, nice and controlled. Now I want you to notice what happens in your rib cage as your arms go up and over your head. Now, it takes a lot of core strength to not let the ribs flare, especially when they're going on that higher end. So try to find that element of control because we're on the barrel. It's showing you, it's letting you feel if the ribs are wanting to flare. Now reverse your circles, calm nervous system. And can we think about how our feet are right now in space? Are they evenly placed on the floor? We root ourselves down to earth, really ground through the feet. One more time, take note of that rib cage. Yes, interlace your hands back behind your head. Thumbs trace down the side neck, elbows are in your side view. Let's inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, curl up into a crunch. Eyes go over those thighs. You drop yourself back. Here's an inhale. This is a long inhale. Still inhaling as you lift the head. Then you exhale, crunch up, and then lower back. So still inhaling. Yes, again, I'm gonna say it. Still inhaling as you lift the head. Here's our exhale. Elbows in the side view. Try to be even from the left and right side of your spine. One more pass, you're gonna hold it. Hold it here, reach your arms over those knees. One leg comes to tabletop. Try to keep your pelvis back onto the step. Other leg comes to tabletop. I know it's a lot to ask. Can we have both hands on our knees and pull those knees in? Yes. And then reach those legs out to teaser. Reach your arms out towards those feet. Lower those legs. Lift those legs. Lift your arms. Lower your arms. Can we lower the legs and lift the arms? Can we close ourselves in this teaser position? Holy moly. Bend your knees, hands on the knees, and curl yourself in. Hold yourself deep. Oh yeah. Okay, let's do it again. Reach out to teaser. We're doing teaser 2 first because I don't know why. Lower the legs. Lift them. Lift the arms. Lower. Lift the arms, lower the legs. Close yourself. Bend your knees into your chest, pull the knees in. You're ready, babe. One more time, reach out to teaser. Let's do the arms. Lift your arms. Lower those arms. Let's meet them back to the feet. Legs lower. Lift. Arms and legs. Exhale. Keep the teaser. Roll back a bit, roll back a bit, roll back a bit, roll back a bit. Exhale, come up. We got a couple more of those. Roll back a bit, roll back a bit, roll back a bit. We're even. Exhale, come up. Roll back a bit, roll back a bit, roll back a bit, roll back a bit, roll back a bit. Exhale up. Last pass. Back a bit, back a bit, back a bit, back a bit. Exhale up. Bend the knees in, hold the knees, pull them in. I know. One foot down, other foot down. Come back all the way. Open yourself up. Spread your wings. Okay, you're gonna push into the floor. You're gonna slowly push yourself back to where your head and shoulders are on the ground or the mat. Head and shoulders are on the ground and the mat. Now, all of our spine correctors are different. Find something you can hang on to. They usually have a slit, they have a handle, they have something for you to grab onto. If not, really hold on to the side of the barrel, but I've seen them, most of them do. Okay, one leg up in tabletop, other leg up in tabletop. Now from here, the barrel scoots away from you. At any point, you need to pull it back into you because you want it on your body with the shoulders and head on the ground. And if that's not the case, you lift your pelvis up and then you pull your barrel into your body and then you can come back onto it. I have an extremely heavy barrel, so that's a little hard for me, so I usually have to scoot myself to it. Depends on your situation. All right, let's get moving. Reach your legs up to the ceiling. I want you to lower your legs. Keep your pelvis stable. Don't let it shift. If you can try to think about it. Exhale, lift. Lower. Exhale, lift. Zip through those legs. Inhale, lower legs in a neutral position. Exhale, lift. Last pass. Eyes straight up to the ceiling. You're not on your neck. You'd be able to hear it in my voice. Keep it. Now scissor your legs from this position evenly. So try to have the even distance between the top and the bottom leg. So try to have that top leg towards the face a bit more so it's not that heavy bottom leg that's holding you down. Now from here with neutral legs, we switch. It's inhale as you switch, exhale, find the split. Inhale, switch, exhale, split. You keep this going. How is the alignment of your leg? And know that the upper leg bone, lower leg bones, and feet can all do different rotations. And try to be mindful of what your body is doing today and trying to work through that. Like for example, my thigh bones are both wanting to rotate out to the side whenever I'm going into the big split. So while I'm trying to find that flexibility, I'm trying to honor my neutral alignment because that's my walking, my neutral leg. Well, my ideal walking, what I'm aiming for. We're gonna bicycle these legs. So find the split, then you find your bicycle. Find the split, then bicycle, split. Bicycle, reach through the second toe. Find the alignment of every leg point. The upper leg, middle legs, you'll notice it in the knee, foot, ankle. Good, and if you're not there yet, find the layer that you're on. Sometimes we gotta work our practice and get to know our body in space a bit more, and then you're like, oh, I see what she's talking about, or maybe you just don't, and that's okay. I hopefully will get you one day. We're going to find our split, then you reverse it. Reverse that beautiful bicycle. Reverse.
Now in this reversal of a bicycle, notice the alignment of the leg, especially when you find that full split. Don't cheat yourself on that level of flexibility of getting that split in your bicycle. Couple more passes. Really think that leg that is over your head is really weighted over your head so you get a little bit more flexibility. 2 more passes. Last one. Lift your legs up to the ceiling. Lower your legs up and over your head. I want you to open the legs out to the side, circle them around and down, stable pelvis, and together. Lift up, exhale. Yes. Open them out, around and down, and together try not to let your pelvis open up. Lift. 1 more. Circle. Exhaling on that flexibility. In on the lift. Good. Reverse this. Around. And lift. Open. Be patient where you're at. Be patient with your own flexibility. Last pass. Hold your legs up and over your head. You're going to start to bring your pelvis onto the barrel. Walk your legs. One lowers a little bit, lower the other leg a bit, and then lower the other leg a bit. And we lift, 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 and lower. So find a good working place for you. Try to keep your pelvis on the barrel, and then you can honor your flexibility so you can walk it all the way where your legs are getting a nice hamstring stretch, but yet keep your pelvis on the barrel. And then lower, but don't let that pelvis lose its neutrality whenever you lower. Couple more on our walkings. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And let's hold our legs together. Bend your knees in towards our chest. And then I want you to scoot yourself away from the barrel. So you just got to do a little mosey situation with your shoulders, and a little walking with our shoulders. And then have your legs draped over the barrel. Oh, it's one of my favorite shavasana that we have in this practice. Let's turn our palms up. Let's relax. I mean, I wasn't going to do it, but since we're here, I'm going to do it. Close your eyes. Root yourself down to the center of earth. Take a big breath in. And let everything go. Another big breath in. Anything that doesn't serve you, let's let it go. One more big breath in. Let's let it go. Hands on your belly. Tell your body you love yourself. Thank you for everything that it does. Thank your toenails, your hair, your eyes. Could you imagine not having your toenails, your hair, your eyes? No, that would be horrible, Elena. So let's be grateful for it. Be grateful for our skin, this beautiful barrier that we have to protect us from all the elements. Our bones, our heart that's just always pounding. All these organs doing the stuff that they do. Breaking down all the things that we put in our body. Put your hands over your eyes. Thank these beautiful eyes. Think about all the beautiful things that you've been able to see in your lifetime. Beautiful people. The trees, the plants, the flowers, the waters, the buildings, just planet Earth. Thank God you have that vision. Think about your ears, all the things that you've been able to hear, the music, how music can just catch you. Our brain for being able to process that. Our body for being able to flow with that beat. The spark of joy that can hit us. That deep laughter that can happen out of nowhere. Those moments. Let's be grateful for that stuff. So, I mean, life is physics, y'all. Like attracts like. So the more you're grateful and think about those little things, the more you attract those little things, which, I mean, that's what we're doing here is living. Well, this was like really fun. I appreciate you coming. Now, honestly, I was going to make this longer, but I just like this flow. And I know that you will too. Drape yourself off to the side. If you want to keep their laid in there, do it, babe. Thank you. Tell your friends. Like, love, subscribe. Until next time.